Hey guys, what is up? It's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. So I am kind of barefaced right now because we are doing a palette review. If you guys didn't know, you probably all know, but Adelaine Morin released a palette in collaboration with Tarte, and I decided to go to my local Ulta and pick it up so I could do a little review for you guys. So that is why we are looking how we are looking right now. So how I'm going to organize, I guess you could say, this review is the first part of it is going to be a little overview about like the packaging and all that jazz. The second part is going to be swatches, and then the third part is going to be me putting them on my eyeballs. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into this review. So we're going to start with a little overview on the palette. It was launched on April 7th, so it has been out for a total of 5 days now, and it retails for $39 here in the US. This is what the packaging looks like. It is so adorable. I love the little lemon theme bio here on the back that I will read you guys. So it says, Adelaine Morin is a 21-year-old master of beauty, transformation, and entertainment in her blogs. Since creating her YouTube channel in 2011, this Canadian-born influencer captivated her audience's love with her passion for makeup, outgoing personality, strong voice for girls supporting girls, and obsessive love for the color yellow. Finding inspiration within her YouTube community and pop culture, Adelaine seamlessly transforms herself into leading figures of film, television, and music. These dynamic videos illuminate her exceptional, talented, and bold personality while also providing 4 million plus Adelaingels with inspired original content. And then here on the Ulta website, it already has 60 reviews and it has 5 stars so far. So I have high hopes for this palette. It says here that there's 9 creamy, super blendable eyeshadows, 1 highlighter, and 1 blush shade that complements multiple skin tones. And it says that it's an Amazonian clay infused formula, and it is also hyperallergenic and cruelty free. Now I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. I haven't touched this since I bought it, so we will see. Ooh, I like this. It feels very durable. I love that it has a mirror on the inside. This is what it looks like when you open it up. Oh my god, it smells so good. And then here is all the eyeshadows and blush and all that. I am completely obsessed with this packaging. So I'm really excited to go ahead and swatch everything in this palette. So let's get to swatching. Alright guys, I had to put my hair up. I was sweating way too bad. So we're gonna go ahead and start swatching everything in this palette. So I'm gonna start in this corner with Adelaingels, work my way that way, then move on to the next rows, and then we'll do the highlighter and the blush.
Every night I'm going on the grid, texting back, I want you, hit you up, I'm on the other side, I miss you.
Wow. Okay, so here are the swatches of all the eyeshadows. I'm gonna move over a little bit. The pigmentation on these is insane. I'm gonna move this a little bit closer so that you guys can see a bit better. I went a little wonky, but that is crazy. These are all the eyeshadows. I haven't swatched the blush or the highlighter yet. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm really excited to try the highlighter because everybody says that it's like super amazing and crazy. I'm gonna do the blush first and then do the highlighter last. So here is the blush. So here is the blush swatch right there. Really, really pretty color, and I feel like it's a super neutral color that everybody could wear. Moving on to the highlighter. Wow. Oh my god. Look at that. So here is the highlighter right there. Super, super bright, super reflective. So this is the whole palette here on my arm. I went a little sideways. The pigmentation is crazy. Like what you see in the palette is honestly what you get, at least in the swatches. So I am really excited to put these on my eyes. I use my Becca highlighter every day, and that is like the same price as this whole entire palette. And if you buy this palette, you can get a blush, a highlight, and 9 eyeshadows. So I do think the price of this palette is really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe these swatches off of my arm, and we're gonna go ahead and put it on my face and my eyes. A lot of those darker kind of shades with the red undertones, I find when I swatch them on my arm, it kind of stains, but these came right off. Like, there's nothing. So that's awesome. So I have all of my makeup brushes here. They are nice and clean that I can give this a fair shot. And I am going to treat it just like I would treat any other highlighter, blush, and eyeshadow. So I have my mirror down here. If I'm looking down, that is what I'm looking at. I don't really know what kind of eye look I'm gonna go for. I think I'm just gonna wing it, honestly. I don't know, there's so many options. Ugh. I'm gonna go in with Girls Supporting Girls, which is the bright yellow. I'm just going to put that in my crease. These are so pigmented, and that's insane for a yellow. Usually the bright kind of light but bright colors, you know what I'm talking about, like yellows, are really hard to get pigmentation for. In some of my other palettes that have yellows, the pigmentation isn't as good in shades like this. So props to her because the pigmentation in this palette is so amazing. A little goes a very long way with this, guys, so just be careful. Make sure you tap off your brushes and only taking a little bit at a time because you could definitely overdo it. So next I'm going to take another fluffy brush. This one's a little bit smaller than the one that I just used, and I'm going to use the color Boss Lady and put that just underneath the yellow color. This honestly might be my new favorite palette. They're so creamy and like so smooth. I honestly don't think I have a palette that has this much pigment. So I'm going in with Girls Supporting Girls on that big fluffy brush again and just going over the top of it to really blend it in. So my camera just overheated, but I just cut my crease on this eyeball and now I'm gonna do it on this eye. I'm taking this little teeny tiny brush. I don't usually do cut crease eye looks because I have like semi-hooded eyes, and when I do it, I feel like it just doesn't look right. If you guys have hooded eyes and you feel the same way, let me know down below. I don't know if I'm like the only one that thinks that or if that's like a common problem with people with hooded eyes. So that is done, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and just go in with that basic Adelaine color, which is just a plain like white. Should I do that or should I do Law of Attraction? So I was gonna go in with Adelaine, but I wanna try out one of these shimmery colors. So I'm gonna go in with Law of Attraction and put that right over that concealer that I just used. And I'm sorry if I'm getting like really close to the camera. I actually really like how this makeup look is turning out. And this one definitely looks better than this one. I don't know if there's fixing it. So I'm gonna take the color Contour on a pretty small, dense brush, and I'm gonna work that into my outer corner. I think I put way too much on this brush, so it doesn't look as harsh on the edges, because it is looking a little bit cray-cray right now, especially, oh my god, that needs to be blended. So I feel like that is good. So now I'm gonna go ahead with this Adelaine color, and I'm going to use that to highlight my brow bone. So then I'm going to take a little small pencil brush and I'm going to take the color Contour and put that on my lower lash line. So that is it for the eyes. They're looking pretty good. These colors are so insanely pigmented. But now we're going to go ahead and test out the blush. So I'm taking these tiniest little bit, putting that on my cheeks. This is my favorite blush brush. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH06. I like it because the bristles are like so spread out and fine. It's not like a super dense brush. So that way if you accidentally pick up a little bit too much, it's not going to be too crazy. So that is the blush. I do like the color. It's a very neutral pink color. Then what I'm going to do with the highlighter, I'm going to give it a fair shot compared to my other highlighters. So I always spray my face with MAC Fix Plus before going in with my highlighter. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because I really like an intense, bright, like blinding highlight. So I spray it all over and then I kind of fan it a little bit until it's mostly sunk into my skin, but there's still a little bit of dampness. And then I take my highlighter on a big fluffy brush like this and I go ahead and put it on. I love the color it's kind of giving off right now. It's almost like a pinky purpley color. So So then I'm going to take it on a smaller brush and put it right above my Cupid's bow. That is so bright. I am going to go ahead and put on some mascara. I don't think I'm going to put on any liner because I feel like it'll just take away from the makeup look. So I'm going to go ahead and throw on some mascara and I will be right back with my final thoughts on the palette. Alright guys, my hair has gone through 3 stages in this video. So I just put on some mascara and this is the final eye look. I think it is so fun and like bright and bold. Honestly, I think the highlighter in the palette is comparable to my Becca highlighter, and my Becca highlighter is the same price as this whole entire palette. It is such a bright and blinding highlight, and then same goes with the eyeshadows. I think they're some of the most pigmented eyeshadows I have put on my eyes. Sometimes when you swatch it straight from the palette onto your hand, it's super pigmented and you think it's going to be the same way on your eyes, and it's not. This palette, the way it swatches on your hand or on your arm is the way it's going to show up on your eyes. My hat goes off to Adelaine because this palette is amazing. Definitely a 5 out of 5 and worth every penny. So if you guys were kind of skeptical about picking it up, definitely go and pick it up. So yeah, that is my thoughts on the palette. My battery is going to die, so I'm going to end this video here. If you enjoyed this video and if I helped you guys out, please be sure to smash the thumbs up button. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And if you want to be notified every time I upload, go ahead and hit that bell so you can be part of the notification squad. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.
Take you off, I came here way too strong, cannot keep it low key. Got me drugged, your pheromones hit the roof, auto your taste. It's really a bad reception out there, where you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer?